1:45 in the afternoon, 1:46 p.m. I just got my ass out of bed. Dog was yelping. I let him out at noon when I got up. He wanted to go back out, so he started barking and yelping and stuff. I didn't get much sleep. I don't give a shit. Friggin, welcome to my vlog. Girlfriend came home at lunch. I heard her downstairs freaking banging around. She came upstairs, watched Philip DeFranco and stuff. But what I didn't hear was the dog get let out. So, but I woke up at noon, let him out, and she got home at around, I'm gonna say 12:31. She let him out. She didn't let him out because I didn't hear him get out. And at like 1:30, he started barking again because he'll only bark when I'm home and not when she's home. Because I don't know, he's just like that. So then I get up, I let him out again. Oh well, today we gotta go get dog food for him because he is fucking bone dry. He's got none left. So we're gonna go do that, like, you know, once I clean myself up a bit, because I look like death incarnate. Look at me. I'm sexy, and I know it. So we're gonna go run to the pet store right now, scoop him up some puppy food, and then oh, freaking stomach's hurting. And then we're gonna go from there. So let's put her powder and have at her and shit. Alright, we gotta get shit, dude. Enough dawdling around. Gotta get shit, dude. Oh my god, I feel so friggin' exhausted. Gotta quit playing video games till all hours in the morning. Let that thing warm up for a bit. I'm gonna rock a piss and then we're gonna head her out. Frig sakes. Gotta go get Oreo his puppy food. And then we can come home and do our own thing. Frig yeah. Alright people, let's go to the frickin' pet store and get Cookie Monster's cookies. And by cookies I mean his food. He's completely out and really wish you could buy his food at Walmart, but they don't carry it there. And not that he's a fussy dog, but I don't want to feed him weird shit because he's a Pomeranian and they need good quality food because they're notorious for getting their teeth rotten out of their face. Which is why we don't give him wet food all the time. He only gets wet food maybe once a month. Felix, different story. Mind you, you give Felix wet food and his litter box smells like freaking ass unless you scoop it like right away. Even if he buries it, 90% of the time he doesn't. He can't be bothered. Just drop ass in that thing and be like, yeah, I'm a kitty, and walk away. Or he'll stare at it if it's really a good one because he's all proud of himself. That's my kitty. But yeah, so I'll go scoop up the frickin' puppy food. The puppy food. Go get that. So and then we can go home. I just gave him the last of the food that was in his Tupperware and gobbled that up pretty damn quick. So obviously he was pretty frickin' hungry. That's probably why he was all upset. It's because he was hungry and frig. So I'm expecting him to be sick. But yeah, so we'll go get the dog food there, and Felix still has plenty of food left. Friggin' last night went out for coffee with Rex 4x4 down at the local Tim Hortons. We were there till like 4:30 in the frickin' morning. I got home and said, holy shit, I can't sleep. I shouldn't have had 3 extra large coffees. I was right wired, ready to party. My girlfriend's alarm goes off at 7 o'clock and I'm like, are you kidding me? I was sitting there playing Minecraft from 4:30 till 7. So, needless to say, I did not get as much sleep last night, and that's why I look like a friggin' petrified zombie. Oh my god. So, we're gonna go over to the pet store, get the puppy food, go home, and carry on with the day. Friggin', I got an email from a subscriber in regards to another guy having problems on YouTube, and I started watching the video, but I realized it was 26 minutes long and I just don't have the time to watch it right now. But in the beginning he's talking about how he has X amount of subscribers but he's not quite getting the views that match up with subscribers. Like, I know what that's like. That's how I am. Well, something you got to think about here is, let's say you drop a video, like for me, let's say I drop a really funny vlog one day. somebody's gonna check it out. The random people check out VlogginLife all the time. Like, there's always different people on there, and whether they stick around and watch for all the time or they don't, that's another story. But a lot of people will watch a video, go, this guy's kind of funny, I want to subscribe. They'll hit the subscribe button, but from that point on, I keep dropping videos, and they just, I don't have the time to watch this, you know. I'll move on and watch something else. I don't have the time for this, I don't have the time for this, I don't have the time for this. And then they just never watch, but they subscribed because they thought maybe it might be something they want to watch. And then maybe later on they might check out another video or two. That's the problem with subscribing, is some people think they're doing you a favor by subscribing, but subscribing is not doing you a favor at all. It's not about subscribers, it's about views. Like, that's why I only subscribe to people that I'm gonna watch. If I'm not gonna watch your content, I'm not gonna subscribe. Like, I'm not big into cars and stuff, but I do like watching people work on them and customize them. I don't really care about racing, like circle track racing and stuff like that, so I'm not going to subscribe to that type of channel. Unless, you know, if somebody has a channel where it's all dedicated to like circle car crashes, like NASCAR crashes and stuff, yeah, I might watch that, you know, because that stuff's pretty intense, depending on how it's done. Like, if it's done well or if it's done bad. I don't mean the crash, I mean the film work, the camera work, the editing and all that jazz. But 90% of the time, like, the people I like to subscribe to are like the vlogging comedians and stuff like that. But I find, like, after a month or two, I sit there and I go through my subscriber list and say, okay, who put up videos? Who's put up videos in the past, you know, couple months? Oh, look, this person here hasn't put up a video since 5 months ago. Well, friggin', unsub. You know, I'll clean out my sub box. If they haven't put anything up on YouTube and the last video didn't say they're taking a break for whatever reason, they just kind of went AWOL, then they're not even going to notice if I unsub. Holy shit, jaywalker. Son of a bitch. Jaywalking in Canada. I live in Canada. Jaywalking in Canada. That's the way I do it. Like, if like you're not posting video content and I'm subscribed to you, then, you know, why bother being subscribed if you're not posting video content? Because another problem with the subs box is if you're subscribed to a lot of people, one of these days you're going to wake up and people that you want to get videos from are not going to show up in your sub box because you have too many damn people in your sub box. And that happens way too friggin' often with YouTube, because YouTube's still broken. So, yeah. Alright, I think this is a parking spot. Anyway, I'm going to head her inside, pick up Goggy's food, and friggin' we're going to go home. Alrighty. We got Oreo's food. Get the frig out of here. Let's go home. So yeah, last night I was chatting with Bruce and he's asking me, he's like, did you ever get that MacBook fixed? And I was like, yeah, no. It needs a new keyboard. It's been molested by coffee. And he's like, well, let me tell you a little story that happened to me on the weekend. I'm like, what's that? And he goes, well, I had my MacBook sitting there and needed to reach over and get something, and lo and behold, I hit my freaking Monster Energy drink and spilt a good quarter of the can in the keyboard, and I was like, oh no! But I look over and he's got his MacBook sitting there. It's still sitting there, still being used. I'm like, the fuck? And he's like, yeah. He goes, I right away turned it off. I didn't use it after that. And then I brought it home and freaking poured. He goes, you got to get this 100% rubbing alcohol. He goes, don't get this into 50 or 70% stuff, it won't work. He goes, 100% rubbing alcohol, great for cleaning electronics. And I knew this. The problem I've been having is finding where to get it. So he went home, he didn't have it, he had 50, 70%, so he went to the drugstore the next day and he said he found it at Shoppers, 100% rubbing alcohol for topical use only. So I was like, oh, okay. He goes, then, he goes, if you got a nice little spray bottle, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking guy was in the turning lane, he wanted to go straight, he almost friggin' rammed me. What an idiot. Why can't people in this town drive? Anyway, what he did was he started spraying it on generously onto the keyboard. And the thing with that shit is it'll break up all the dirt and sticky. And it evaporates really, really, really fast. So you don't have a chance of it actually causing any liquid damage. And the thing is, with the alcohol is, yeah, okay, it's highly combustible and stuff, but especially 100% pure rubbing alcohol, I can imagine that shit would just be a great fire starter. He goes, like, it'll break up all the sticky and stuff. He goes, then he took a can of compressed air, or as I like to call it, blowjob in a can, and he sprayed down the keyboard with that, and he said all the freaking chunks of stuff that came out was just ridiculous. And it was all the yellow monster stuff. So the monster literally solidified in there. The alcohol broke it down, and he was able to blow it all out and clean it out, and the keyboard's been working fine ever since. So my attempt with the rubbing alcohol was a good attempt, except for I used 70%. I didn't pour it into the keyboard. I used a Q-tip and cleaned contact points and stuff, but that wasn't good enough because it's like balls deep in there. So what I might do is I might get some frickin' alcohol there and just give her. 100%, you know? See what I can do with that. Like, there's always Poo-Poo Garrett's way of cleaning a keyboard, but the problem is this keyboard is that won't work, because in order, I looked at how to take the keyboard out, and holy shit, you're taking apart the entire computer to take the keyboard out. It's not a simple remove 6 screws, depress 2 freaking pins and pop the sumbitch out. You're taking, if that was the case, if it was like my netbook where you could just easily pop it out, I'm telling you right now, I would just easily pop it out and then frickin' throw it in the sink with boiling hot water and just bake all the shit off of it. There's been numerous keyboards that I've washed like that. My old Logitech, every couple months, it was a white keyboard with a circle dial for the volume control. And every couple months that keyboard would be nasty because, you know, I have a bad tendency of eating around my computer. So I would just take that sumbitch and freaking throw it through the dishwasher, let the dishwasher clean it out, and then, you know, let it hang and dry for a couple days and then plug it back in and use it, and it worked fine. Never had a problem with washing them in the water. So yeah, if the keyboard could just come out, I would just frickin' turn on the scalding hot water in my sink and just soak the son of a bitch, and that would clean it right up. Now, I did some lookups on eBay for keyboards for that Mac Air, and I'm looking at close to $170 after shipping and payment for the keyboard. If I'm going to replace the keyboard and make that Mac Air brand new again, I might as well just pay the $200 to Apple and have them swap it out. Not only will I get a professional install, and I won't have the headache of having to take that piece of shit apart and putting it back together, I'll have a new keyboard on from Apple, and they'll have to do all the work. So for an extra 30 bucks, I don't mind paying somebody else to do the work. Sure, it's a video opportunity for me on how to replace a keyboard, but you go on freaking YouTube and you type in how to replace a keyboard, and there's 50,000 videos on it. So, and they're all like 58 minutes long, because it's a long, grueling process with a lot of swearing and all sorts of stuff. So I am not going to attempt that. I don't feel like it. I'll pay somebody else to do it. Friggin'. Anyhoozle, I'm almost home. So we're gonna go home, we're gonna drop this food in Oreo's food bin, and he'll be all happy, and I'll be all happy, and Felix will still be grumpy, but you know, look at him. Just look at him. Of course he's gonna be grumpy. What other options do cats have? We're also gonna have to put some fuel in the car today. I didn't really want to fuel up because the price of gas went up through the roof, but I'm gonna put maybe 20-30 bucks into it, which will probably get me a quarter of a tank. Fuck's sakes. And we're just gonna go from there. So yeah, anyway, I'll talk to you guys when I get home. Peace the frig out. And we find ourselves back home. Look at me go. Holy shit. I feel like somebody stomped on my nuts and punched me in the face, and then kicked me in the nuts and punched me in the face. Good time. Yup. Just been sitting there rendering out last night's Minecraft footage. Not getting much done, but it's the way she goes. Oh, I need to pass a brush through my hair. Alright, brush and hair time. Doesn't look any better. I'm still an ugly chud. Ah well, frig it. We gotta go. By go, I mean I want to go outside and have a cigarette. I feel like ass. Let's go have a cigarette. So last night we had a staff meeting with Red Light. Yeah, I'm staff. Even though I'm volunteer staff, staff is still on the label, so I gotta go to the meetings, for freak's sakes. Well, we had a staff meeting last night, and sure enough, it was funny because one of the ladies, she's our, I guess, CEO or whatever, she was talking about how the last staff meeting, everybody was calling her mom because, well, it's the CEO's mom running as it's the founder's mom running as a CEO, and it was hilarious because everybody's calling her mom, And that's something I've never done, was called somebody else's mom, because I have a mom. But it's amazing how many people actually do that. Like back in the day, my buddy John used to call my mom, he used to call my dad, dad. And they found that really awkward, and we're like, why is he doing that? And I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know, you know. But how many other people do that out there, honestly? When you go over to somebody else's house and like if they still live with their parents or whatever, do you call their parents mom, or do you call them Mr. or Mrs. whatever the frig their last name is? What do you do? I found that really odd. Anywho, it's 3 o'clock. I'm still cracking out some Minecraft footage, son of a bitch, and I'm gonna carry on with this shit. Yup, that's all I'm gonna do. Alrighty, well, frig's sakes, it's off to work time. Off to work time! So excited! Yeah, I'm making that up. But it's off to work time. Holy shit. Freaking zipper was down. I don't know how long that was down for.
Guess I was selling hot dogs and peanuts again, for frig's sakes.
Get your nuts here! Get your nuts here!
Hot dogs and nuts! Get them right here while the store's still open.
Anyway, let's pack her up, pack it in, and let it begin and head off to work so we can win. Whatever. Anyway, let's go. Shouldn't have to heat up the car. I drove it a while ago there, so frag it. There was a whole freaking flock of freaking dump trucks on this street earlier. I don't see them anymore, so right on. Well, let's pitter patter. Have at her. Get her ass into work. Well, people, I nearly died. Freaking driving here and a bus just cuts me off. This son of a bitch right here just cuts me right off. I'm just driving up the street and he just flies out, like runs the stop sign, thinking he has the right of way because he's got a freaking busload of kids, and cuts me right off. I slam on the brakes, nosedive the car, and he just carries on like he's like not even a big deal. 7095 is the bus number. This guy is a goof. Should not be traveling with kids. What a dick. What a dick indeed. Let's go to work and hopefully we don't die on the way there. Well, I figured I had time, so I go to the friggin' P.O. box and there's nothing in there. So I was already at the drugstore, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna buy my rubbing alcohol. So the best stuff I could find was 99%. Frig it, bought that. Gonna try and clean the MacBook tonight. Why not? Alrighty, I'm at work, frig's sakes. And there's like nowhere to park. I managed to find a spot in the second lot, but friggin' hell. Tell you, in the winter, it's a pain in the ass to get parking because all the lines are gone, therefore nobody knows how to park. But anyway, this is the shit I bought. Yup, that's the shit I bought. And that's the shit I'm gonna use tonight, which will probably be on tomorrow's vlog, who knows. But I'm at work now, so frig it. Let's head her inside. Alrighty people, well it's like 6 o'clock at night. It's actually pretty sweet how it's actually so bright out. It's friggin' awesome. Yeah, it's fluttering snow a little bit here and there, not a big deal. It's been a pretty busy night tonight, thank God. Gives us something to do, something to do. So I've been kind of tempted to do a whole vlog in auto-tune. You guys saw my little auto-tune bits there. Been tempted to do that, just do the whole vlog in auto-tune. See how many people I piss off. That'd be fun. Yeah, that would be fun. I actually bought a VST effect called the T-Pain effect. And it works with anything that uses VSTs. So I can use it in Magic's Movie Maker, or Magic's Movie Maker, Magic's Music Maker, or Movie Editor Pro I should say, Music Maker, Sony Vegas, and anything else that supports the VST plugin, like frickin' Fruity Loops and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. And that, my friends, is how I do my auto-tune. I cheat. So, one of my coworkers went to the Tim Hortons, got us coffee. Don't know if I won yet. Still drinking it. Got an extra large. 24 fluid ounces. Trying to wake the frig up. Here's hoping it works. But anyway, people, I'm going to head her back inside because there's frig all to talk about. Which is one of the problems with vlogging. There's never anything to talk about. But we'll see what we do. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Peace the frig out. Talk about the weather taking a turn for the worst. Holy shit. She's snowing out. She's cold out. Sucks out. Frig it. Well, it's 8 o'clock lunchtime, so Figured I'd come up for a cigarette, just out of wicked shit. It was friggin' awesome. Yup, friggin' awesome. Looks like in the tech world today there was a bunch of announcements, eh? The concept for the Xbox 720 was announced. PlayStation announced the PS4, or Sony I should say, announced the PS4. And Google announced a new device called Google Glass. So I'm more excited for the Google Glass, to be honest with you. I can finally be a Super Saiyan. I can tell if your power level's over 9,000. It's friggin' awesome. But from what I've been told, the Google Glass, if you want to get into the beta program, it's $1,500. I guess they send you the eyewear, you use it, you report back on its findings, and in the end they send you a final product once it's all done, or a software update or whatever, and then you get to keep them. And once they're released to the general public, they're going to be about $600 a pair. Well, probably in the US. In Canada they'll be about $900 a pair, because we always cock over our residents who want to buy shit. Frig yeah. But judging by the video I saw on them, it looks like they're all motion controlled and voice activated. So that's kind of neat, like depending on how you move your head and stuff, it'll change between menus and other things, and you can just give it a voice command like take a picture, and patook, it takes a picture, stores it to the internal memory. Kind of neat. And because you can get a data plan on them or link them to your phone or whatever, you can like take pictures and take video and send them to people and stuff. Kind of a nifty concept. I do believe I might get one. But I'm not entering the beta program. Come on, I don't have $1,500 frickin' dollars. Jeez. But anywho, people, there's nothing going on tonight except for the sirens here behind me. Somebody's getting busted, but holy shit, really. But I'm gonna shut the vlog down here and call her quits for tonight and resume tomorrow. Rex wanted to go for coffee, but I don't feel like it tonight. I need sleep. So on that note, if you like today's video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit the like button. Lets me know you like the video and I like that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to leave them. Comment section below. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.